Good morning, everyone. This is exercise 15.1, and the first question is identify the nets which can be used to make cubes. Means here you have 6 nets, and in all these 6 you have to find out the nets which we can use to make cube, or which can considered as a net of cube. So firstly, you will draw these sketches on a paper, and then cut this paper out as we have done in the second term activity. Now fold these now you fold these nets. If the net folded into a cube, then it will definitely show a cube. If the net is not converted into a cube, that means this is not the net for the cube. So as a answer, second, third, fourth and sixth part of the question are the net of the cube, which when you fold them shows you the cube of a net, and first and fifth part will not show you a cube. Okay, now moving on to the second question. Dice are cubes with dots on each face. Opposite face has a die always has a total of 7 dots on them. Here are 2 nets to make dice. The number inserted in each square indicate the number of dots in that box. So you have to fill the numbers in these faces. Now we can see that here we have 4, 5 and 6, and we have to fill number 1, 2 and 3. Then how should we know that which number we have to fill at which place? So for this, firstly we will mark the alternate place of the given number. Alternate place means you have to tick the position after one number. Means here you have 5, so leave the 4th place and mark this position for 5, and leaving that place you can mark the position for 4. Now as we know that a cube has 6 faces, and every face has 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 these numbers. So we know that the opposite faces of a cube having sum which will be equal to 7. So 6 plus 1 is 7, 5 plus 2 is 7, and also 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. Means every time when you have 1, the opposite side of 1 is 6, the opposite side of 2 is 5, and the opposite side of 3 will be 4. So the opposite side of 5 will be 2, the opposite side of 4 will be 3, and the opposite side of 6 will be 1. In that way you can fill 1, 3 and 2 in the given spaces. This denotes the opposite side of that face. Means you have given 5, and for finding the opposite side of the 5 you will mark after one gap. Just like that, for 4 you will mark after one gap. So here you will write 2, here you will write 3, and of course this will be 1, because only 1 is left to fill in the place. Okay, now moving on to the second part of the same question. Here you have to firstly find the opposite side of the given numbers. So for 2, the opposite side is this part, because with 2 we are having 1, and after 1 we are having this space. So this is the opposite side of 2, and for 3 the opposite side is this. That means for 2 we know that 2 plus 5 will give you 7, that's why it will be 5, and 3 plus 4 will give you 7, that's why this is 4. So the left place will be 6. Now when we see the answer, it is 5, 6 and 4. So for filling the numbers of a cube, or for making the net of a cube, we must know the opposite faces of the numbers. Now moving on to the next part. The question number 3 is, one, we have given a net and we have numbers 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So he is asking if this is a net of a cube or not. So firstly we will mark the opposite faces of the numbers. This is the opposite face, this surface is the opposite surface of this, and this surface is opposite surface of this. So when we add them, 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4 will give you 5, and 6 plus 3 will give you 9. So we can see that it is giving the addition 5 and this is giving 9, but we know that the opposite side of a cube having numbers is equal to same, so they must be 7, but it is having 5 and 9. So we can say that this is not a net of cube because opposite side doesn't have the number, the addition 7. देखिए, because one pair of opposite face will have 1 and 4 on them and another pair have 3 and 6 on them whose total is not equals to 7, क्योंकि इनका total 7 के equal नहीं है, that's why this is not a net of cube. Next is question 4. Here is an incomplete net for making a cube. यहाँ पर आपको एक incomplete net given है with which you have to complete the net. You can see you have given these 3 cubes, and with the help of these 3 cubes you have to complete the net for a cube. So we can draw another 3 cubes here, or we can draw 1 cube upper and 2 cube lower side of the given 3 pieces of the net. In this way we can draw 2 cubes of a net, 2 nets of a cube. Next question is match the nets with the appropriate solid. So here you have to match the nets of the solids given. So firstly you have given a cube, the net of a cube is this. Secondly is the cylinder, the net for the cylinder is this. The net for cone is this, and the net for the pyramid is this one. Okay, thank you.